it's no surprise to anyone that I have been fully back in my MySims era. I love this game when I was younger. Obviously, we just got the Cozy Bundle released on the Nintendo Switch, and I have been loving it. If you couldn't tell from the videos that I've made about it so far on my channel, but today I decided why not merge my love of MySims and then also one of my favorite videos to record, which is of course a tier ranking video, because I just get to yell all of my thoughts and it's the best time ever for me. So today we're going to be tier ranking all the townies from MySims. I'm going to give a disclaimer right here, right now. A lot of these are going to be based purely off vibes, because even though I've played this game so much like growing up, I haven't got into it as much as I would like to on the Cozy Bundle. Fortnite has been stealing my time away from me, which is a scary thought. But I don't know every single townie. I'm gonna try using the wiki about ones that I'm kind of unsure of, but a lot of these are purely going to be based off vibes. I cannot take credit for this tier list. It was made by FMA Yasha. Yeah, Yasha from Critical Role, maybe 12. Who are you? You just look like the sweetest old lady. Are you Sandra? You sound like you could be... No, Sandra... Don't worry. I put her into Google Lens and even that didn't know who she was. She looks very sweet though, and I imagine I probably would like her. I don't think she's anywhere near Agnes, so she's gonna go in Rosebud. We're off to a great start. Maybe I should start on the townies that I know. Buddy going, actually, you know what? I've played MySims Kingdom recently too as well. I think Buddy is great in the original MySims. I love him. I love how clumsy he is. The fact that he just like runs around and like trips up. I think he's really sweet. He just wants to be helpful. And he also wants to be helpful in MySims Kingdom, but I won't lie to you, I do want to strangle him at all times in MySims Kingdom. He gets in my way. He just follows me around constantly. He's basically the hey to my Moana. He's been knocked down to Rosebud. I don't think he's like too annoying. I think MySims is giving him a lot of carrying. We have Bean, who I actually, when I was younger, used to really love, probably just because I loved his outfit. Former child actor. As an infant, he starred in a series of baby food commercials, which I just think is hilarious. It was all glitz and glamour at first, but then parties started getting kind of crazy. Boy, fame is rough. No, ick. You know what, Bean? I may have loved you when I was younger, but now that I've known more about you, nah, you're going in Grim Reaper. I don't think you're quite Tragic Clown, but do you know who is? Where is she? I know she's hiding out here somewhere, just snarking behind a book. Elmira, get in there. Absolutely love Elmira's aesthetic. I love the fact that she owns a library, that you can have a library in your MySims town. I think that's ace. I'm so glad that she like exists for that reason. But again, I've played MySims Kingdom recently, and the opening scene is her calling you a pig farmer and basically talking down to you the whole entire time. I don't trust her to educate anyone. I think she's judgy. She's mean. I love the MySims version of Liberty Lee. This girl could do no wrong in my eyes. Another one who is also going up into Motherlode, not actually surprisingly dragged down by his Kingdom character, which is kind of shocking, but he does have an arcade in MySims, and I like that about him. I think he has really interesting taste. I am a fan of Vic Vector. Poppy is one of the starting townies. She actually owns a flower shop. She is also the little sister of Violet. She's just a little bit happy-go-lucky for me. Like, I'm quite an optimistic person. I'm quite like upbeat, but she is like next level. She is the first one to go into Crumplebot. Chef Gino, I love him. He has you rebuild his entire restaurant. How this man moved to town without a pizza oven, without a sink, is like absolutely beyond me. But I do love him. I don't think I love him him enough to put him into Motherlode. I kind of wish that maybe he came even later in the game, because he's like the first townie that you can move in. So it just feels like his restaurant is like very bare bones, very basic. Like it's all kind of apple theme, which I don't really understand because it's an Italian. I know we don't have tomatoes in the game, which is unfortunate because he actually like juggles with tomatoes. So would have honestly been great if they had given us tomato essences for Gino. Imagine like with a little ketchup bottle or something. I know Italians, don't cut my head off for that one. I just think they could have done so much more with Gino, and he was held back from the fact that he's basically a base game townie. DJ Candy straight up there into Motherlode. I'm sorry, I will not accept anything less. I love that she opens up a nightclub. Absolutely iconic of her. I have loved her since being young. I still love her now. She is one of my most constant relationships. I actually really like Violet. I think she's quite a humorous character. She's kind of this like gothic sim, which I really enjoy actually in MySims. Like how many spooky sims they feel like they have. But I feel like we only really get that in The Sims 4 or The Sims 3 when there's like a supernatural or an occult pack. And I actually really love Violet. Not enough for her to be in Motherlode, but she is safely tucked away in Rosebud. Hear me out. I used to love Travis when I was younger. He's like a retired tech CEO, which nowadays I'm like, side eye, bombastic side eye to you, Travis. I don't think I would be able to trust you as far as I could throw you. However, he does still feel like a little cutie. And I feel like the trio, the Holy Trinity, actually even more than the Holy Trinity, the 5 who are also in The Sims 4 kind of have an unfair advantage because I've grown to love them in The Sims 4 as well as MySims. He, however, is going into Crumple Bottom. So Vincent Schoolfinder, what an absolute legend. He's an archaeologist, and obviously he wants you to build him the museum, which is also just fun because you get to build some like really wacky things and you can kind of think like, okay, what's in a museum? Let me try and recreate that in MySims, which I absolutely love. He's kind of this like spooky studio sim. So he has the qualities that I like about Elmira without being as annoying as Elmira. So he is going straight on up into Motherlode. Chaz again was another boy I truly thought could ruin my entire life. I was in love with this MySim, and I don't say that lightly. He's a stuntman, which I just think makes him cooler anyway. I absolutely used to love his outfit. I was so jealous of that outfit. Apparently, he butts heads with Travis and Luke because all 3 of them have some sort of a crush on Summer. Add Liberty Lee to that list canonically. He's fun, and then his secondary is spooky. I kind of love that he is iconic purely just for like a regular townie. I think you have gone down a peg. You probably used to be Motherlode. You're not as interesting as I once thought you were. Again, Roxy, I'm so sorry to those of you who might have like a bubbly nature. I feel like I'm personally attacking you right now, but she has just the same energy as Pop, and therefore she's going into Crumple Bottom. I do, however, like the strong theming on Roxy. I love that so much of her stuff is like bees. I feel like potentially like Gino, she's given a little bit too early to the players. I kind of wish she was given when you had like a few more essences under your belt so that you could really stick with the theming of her restaurant. I wish that she kind of requested it to be bee themed so that the player knew. Maya Roslyn, I'm so sorry, you're going into Grim Reaper. Girl, you made me move to a town that had absolutely nothing in it, that I had to build everything myself, and you gave me no like money for that or anything. Like, I just feel like I'm rebuilding your town for nothing. Even Tom Nook, I fear, is better than Maya Roslyn. This Nicole Vogue, 1 sounds like she should be on Drag Race, 2 looks like she should be on Drag Race, and 3 probably one of the best commercial sims we have. Therefore, she's going in Motherlode as if she was going to go anywhere else. She is iconic. And then where is her sister Shirl? Because even though these 2 might not see eye to eye, they don't have the strongest sibling relationship. I still think both of them are absolutely iconic. Dolly is kind of the other like commercial sim to do with fashion. She actually unlocks some like costumes, so you can kind of have like a little cowgirl one. Not as interesting as those other two, and honestly not really my cup of tea. So you are going, oh my god, this is just becoming the little like cutesy bang average. Goth Boy is such a weird one. He is apparently a commercial sim, even though he basically just like moves into a house. I don't really understand why he is classed as a commercial sim. Apparently it's meant to be a poet's hangout. He has the whole tortured poets thing going on. Okay, Matty Healy. I think it's a really, really cool design, but I just think he adds absolutely nothing as a commercial sim, and honestly, he's going into Grim Reaper because of that. Another starter villager alongside Violet and Poppy is the one and only Patrick. And Patrick, I'm so sorry to do this to you. Patrick, I feel gives like Bob Pancakes energy. He's just a massive foodie. He just wants all the tasty essence in his house, and I kind of love that about him. Like, he's very sweet when you first move in, but he's honestly even just like pretty below average in my opinion. I don't think he adds anything to your town whatsoever. Hopper, I have never actually played with Hopper, is the Uber sim that can move in once you've actually 100%ed the cute essence in your town. He wears a frog suit and he acts like one. Me in Animal Crossing, I as a gay obviously was gonna put Hopper in the top selection. Cassandra the Ghost, now very, very cool that spooky sims can do a seance like out on the town and actually bring out Cassandra. However, I don't think you can actually move Cassandra in at any point. She kind of just roams your town. A lot of the time she can be found around the fountain, and if you interact with her, she can give you ghosts. It would be cool if she could like have a haunted house and that you could build for her. Dr. F is going straight into Tragic Clown. I hate that man. More so from My Sims Kingdom because he's mean in that game. Genuinely the only townie that I will be like openly mean to because he is mean to me. He made Tobor just to like run tests on him. Didn't care when Tobor got smashed to smithereens. Literally just wanted to focus on his science, and I really detest this man. Raven again is just your regular old townie. Her career as a makeup artist lasted one wedding. Apparently the black lipstick wasn't traditional enough. Okay, I kind of love her. Again, I feel like I'm biased towards the spooky sims, but they just have such a personality and like so many quirks to them that I can't resist. Like, they're just not basic, and I love that for them. She likes to be known as the sister of the night, which if Goth Boy said that, I would be like, ick. Whereas Raven says it and I'm like, tell me more, sister of the night. Gordon is a little bookworm townie who is like pretty smart. His primary interest is studious, but honestly that's literally all he does. He just like reads books, and I don't find that interesting in My Sims. I like reading books. I love people who read books. I just don't particularly like it in my Sims game, so he is going into Grim Reaper. I'm just now realizing I really have a thing against the cute townies. I just don't think they're interesting. Like, their design is always quite cute, but they're kind of like normal villagers in Animal Crossing where I'm like, oh, I love you, like you're so sweet, you're so wholesome, and then after like 2 weeks I'm like, get out of my town. Like, all you do is the same thing over and over again. The rocks really just sit there. I bet they switch places with each other when we aren't looking. Tricky rocks. No, girl, if you think I wanted to talk to you about rocks, you are severely wrong. Unless you're telling me interesting rock facts or about like rocks that I can find in certain areas, I don't want to talk about how you think rocks are switching places with each other when we're not watching. Actually, that is fully a conversation I would dive on. Ooh, no. I'm gonna leave her there. Maria is another like tasty primary interest girly, like loves food, loves talking about where different snacks may be. I mean, she's fully holding a cookie bag, but all she really talks about is food, which, like, you know what? Relatable, queen, but I am gonna put you in crumple bottom. Ray, I kind of love just because he's not fussed by anything. I also love his design. I was so jealous of that hair. When I was a kid, I was like, I want want his hairstyle. Where the hell is Frey? Why can I not find him? To me, he's like the better version of Goth Boy. I think he honestly has a slightly cooler design. So he's gonna go with his Sister of the Night, Raven, up in Rosebud. I feel really, really bad saying this because I'm fairly sure thematically was inspired by Matt from MySims, and that feels really harsh. It feels like I'm judging thematically, and I'm not. This is purely based off Matt the MySim. Huge fan of televised game shows. Me, oh my god. R.I.P. Matt, you would have loved Richard Osman's House of Games. That has honestly made him go up in my estimations. I do feel like he is still crumple bottom. However, if I could put him in Rosebud, if he was doing enough to make me put him in Rosebud, I would. You know what? Maybe the cozy jumper gets him there. He also looks like Nick Nelson, which is kind of making me laugh. Oh, Sandra, oh, love of my life, where are you? She reminds me of Amanda from Life is Strange Double Exposure. Recency bias, maybe, but I think Sandra's really cool. She's kind of like a party goer. She absolutely loves going and hanging out with DJ Candy. I think she has such a sick design. Her trousers are kind of like a nightlife cityscape, which is so sick. Stephen Albright, I know nothing about. Stephen, I'm so sorry. His primary interest is geeky and his secondary is fun. Someday I hope I can invent a robot that dances as well as DJ Candy. You're also going into Rosebud. Jenny loves science fiction and writing. Okay, writing fan fictions for a show called Star Cruiser. And in love with the character Captain Argon. Wait, isn't that a character in Star Wars? Because Batuu, he was called Argon. Is he like actually on Batuu? Or is he like a Sims recurring character? That is so funny. You know what, Jenny? I wasn't gonna rank you that highly until I read your bio, and now I'm kind of obsessed, girl. You're going in motherload. Is it because I'm back on my fanfic hype? Maybe. Deal with it. Lives by multiple mottos. You know Rhonda has a live, laugh, love sign somewhere in her house. Rhonda, you're going into crumple bottom. Roger is an exercise health enthusiast, and you know what, Roger, where are you, sir? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had to do it to him. I'm scared that he's gonna throw one of those dumbbells literally at my head for putting him down there, but I don't think I've ever moved him into my town, and I don't think I ever will. What can I say? I'm just not a physical girly. Moving on to some star level 4 townies. We got Amelia. Again, she is a bookworm. Why did they make the book ones so boring? I wanted to love some of them, but I just don't think I care. You're going in Grim Reaper. Annie Rad just reminds me of Annie Mac. I don't know if she was maybe inspired by Annie Mac. She's a rock star, often seen playing air guitar or doing headbangs. Also, her whole house literally looks like it's in green, which I can absolutely appreciate. She also looks like she collects guitars. You know what? Pretty damn cool of you, Annie Rad. Crystal looks sick. A girl who likes spooky things, normally stays alone, hates cheerleaders, especially her 4 sisters who are all cheerleaders. She's gonna absolutely hate Summer Holiday. Maybe I should have them live next door to each other. Why do I ship Summer with everyone? I honestly just really love Crystal for her character design. You can't see it because she's got her eyes shut on this photo, but she has eyes like a cat and they're sick, so she's going in Rosebud. Edwin loves the taste of mayonnaise. I was about to say, that looks like a man who his biggest personality fact is the fact that he likes mayonnaise. You are going in Grim Reaper, buddy. That's coming from someone who likes mayonnaise. Just not that much. Not gonna lie, Gertrude's like face kind of put me off her a little bit. She looked like she was scowling. Honestly, gives me major Eliza Pancakes energy. But someone who loves bugs and loves talking about bugs, I feel like I could learn some really fun facts from her, and I kind of love that. She just looks grumpy, but I don't think she actually is. She just really wants people to talk about bugs with her, and I can appreciate that. Gertrude, you're moving into my town. We're gonna be besties. Grandma Ruthie, the owner of Oatmeal Cookies and the CEO of Ruthie Co. Division. She is just a townie, unfortunately. How cute would it be if she like owned her own little bakery? For that reason, she's getting knocked down a peg or two. I do love a little old lady, but she is going in crumple bottom because I think think that she could be better. I don't know why she isn't a commercial sim. Maybe they already thought they had enough commercial sims, probably because the lack of lots they actually gave us. Ian Arneson is a young nerdy boy raised by his aunt Elmira. Well, that already brings you down, sir. I'm gonna put you in there for now. Let me see. I like how he was raised and then she just kicked him out and was like, nah, go your own way. Even though we're gonna be living in the same town, you cannot stay here with me. There's nothing interesting about him. He's staying in Grim Reaper. Jeremy snores. I've never seen this man in my life. He loves to sleep. I do appreciate someone who loves sleep as much as I do. Crumple bottom. Linda is a studious sim who loves piano, music, books, and plays. Always polite and apologizes for whatever she says. Oh, so she's Canadian? Sorry, Canadians, not me apologizing. She's always a little chilly. Oh my god, that's me. It's 21 degrees in my room right now, and my feet are so cold. Oh, you're a bit too timid for me, not gonna lie, love. She's gonna apologize for me putting her in Grim Reaper. Makoto is a young schoolgirl who's actually highly advanced, artificially intelligent. AI? Makoto is AI? Humanoid role? Oh my god, she was a child made by Dr. F. She is literally AI. Oh, I hate everything about that. No. I'm sorry, but that is straight into Tragic Clown. I will not be having artificially engineered robot kids in my town. Oh, the way she like holds herself. Nope. Interesting plotline. I do enjoy that. That's too creepy even for me. Odin, instantly rockstar. I've loved him since I was young. Where is he? He's going straight into Motherload. He's iconic. He always talks about the Norse god Odin rock the world, but actually had nothing to do with rock music. Failed geography. But he was still able to follow the world tour of his favorite band. This is gonna ruin the world tour. Pinky's cute. I don't think I've ever seen Pinky in my game. Teenage girl who loves the color blue. Honestly, kind of giving Chloe Price if Chloe Price were a manic pixie dream girl. Interesting design choice, but I am gonna put you in Crumple Bottom. You just sound like you should be part of the Not So Berry challenge. Sasha loves eating food, especially bananas and food from restaurants. Not as bad as the mayonnaise. I'll give that to you. Oh, she even has a banana on her top. I was gonna say you don't need to wear your interest on your clothing, but I have so much Taylor Swift merch and Life is Strange merch that valid. Yuki Bear is obsessed with spooky anime, really likes biting other Sims' faces, iconic, has the little like vampire fang. So annoyed that I didn't base like my Townie makeover of Yuki more off the MySim. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I've never actually played with Yuki in MySims, hence why I didn't actually know that Yuki Bear in The Sims 4 was based off of MySim, even though I knew her sister DJ Candy was. However, I love her. I think she's so cute. She also gives big Isha energy, and if you've watched Arcane season 2, you know what I'm talking about. So I have to put her in Motherload. She almost never misses a single rerun of the classic British sitcom May I Bite Your Face. She loves me, I love her. Oh, this is Abigail. Okay, now I can actually rank her. Very smart old woman who will fix anything that has become socially corrupt. Thinks of herself as a mistress of order in a world of chaos. She's staying in Rosebud, absolutely. Studious and cute, love that. Phoebe is a bunny princess. She loves bunnies very much to an extent where she wears bunny ears and has an appetite for carrots. Billy loves stargazing and is a financial advisor. How? That is not even a taxpayer. How is this child a financial advisor? I do like that they're into stars and horoscopes and stuff. Their eyes are a bit too much. Even though I'm fairly sure they're the eyes I chose for my sim. Blaine, self-proclaimed vampire. Sick. Likes biting people's necks. Oh, I mean, bit weird if you're not actually a vampire. Has never studied dark magic, but likes to think of himself as a necromancer. No, stop that. Ick, get down there. You deserve to be locked away with a tragic clown. His introduction is, may I say that your neck looks fine and strong. It's okay when Vladdy Daddy does it, but I don't want you, Blaine. Brandy is sick, is a big liar who enjoys causing mischief and pulling pranks. Oh, hell yeah. You're going into Rosebud. Honestly, if I move you into my town, you'd probably go up into Motherlode. Actually, I'm just going to put you there anyway. Brendan is a video game enthusiast, claims to be able to master all new games in about 2 hours, is obsessed with winning and reluctant to accept loss. I don't trust that man. You're going in Grim Reaper, sir. Oh, Clayton is so cute. Good at maths, but always nervous and seems a bit unpopular. Get right up there, sir. I will protect you with my life. Eliza has my hair, and I hate that. Serves as a potential townie and public safety advisor. Are you sure she's not just doing that to get close to me and figure out where I am at all times so she can keep tabs on me? I don't trust anyone called Eliza in The Sims, so you're going in Grim Reaper. Esma thinks of herself as royalty. Refer to other Sims as minion or peasant. No, I've know enough about you, and you don't deserve to be here. Get in there. I actually think these two would get along very, very well. Iggy carries a carefree attitude, extremely laid back, eats anything he can get his hands on. Iggy, you're kind of just like every other hungry sim. Jimmy Watanabe is actually the son of the chef, gets very nervous around knives and has a horrible fish allergy. He always tries to win his sushi chef father's honor. Oh, I love that. No, stop. The fact that he has an allergy and still wants to impress his dad. He's going up here with him. I would protect these two with my life. Kareen, obsessed with tasty snacks. No. These are all just boring now. They're all going in average. Luis, very smart guy, obsessed with getting good college application, often talks about volunteering. That's gonna get annoying, honestly, very quickly. Almost as annoying as constantly telling me that you're a retired child actor. That's what Morcubus looks like. I always thought that Sir Vincent was... Wait, Morcubus doesn't look like that in The Sims 4. Okay, so they did the Kingdom version of him. I was gonna say, that's not my Morcubus. A wicked and sly man, claims to be the master of darkness. I mean, you have quite an interesting story, sir. I'm gonna put you in Crumple Bottom. I don't know you well enough. Also, your eyes kind of scare me. Noelle's goal in life is to invent and then patent the world's first doughless cookie. So, that doesn't sound fun. Grim Reaper for your sins. Pablo likes to play a pirate. Best friends with Captain Ginny. Oh, okay. That is already bringing you down a little bit. Honestly, Captain Ginny is going to the bottom. Annoying in My Sims Kingdom as a cowgirl. Annoying in My Sims. You're going in Grim Reaper because you associate with her. Sorry, Pablo. Penelope's cute. Oh my god, finally. Is this a cute My Sim that I actually enjoy the character design of? She is going into Rosebud. Renee, a girl who loves pigs, often talks about caring for pigs and only eating vegetarian. She vowed to never eat meat again except lamb chops. You know what? You've gone up in my estimations for that information. I appreciate a vegetarian who's like, I make an exception to the rule for that one animal because it's delicious and I can't let go of it. Rob Jarrett, geek who loves video games, speaks softly and carries a big joystick, widely recognized as the king of the combo. I prefer Rob over that other gamer dude, but I don't know anything about him, so he's going in Crumple Bottom. Spencer is a paladin, clad in a silver plate of knight's armor. When your costume is as cool as Spencer's, wearing it for one day will not do. I don't like that he just walks around in I was gonna call it a knight costume, but he's referring to it as a paladin costume. Summer, bubbly blonde girl who loves to have fun, tries to be positive about things, dedicated herself to the cheer squad to the point that most of what she says are in the form of cheer. I don't think she's in Motherlode, but I am gonna put her in Rosebud. I just can't not put Summer Holiday there. I'm sorry. I know so many of you have beef with her in The Sims 4, but I've genuinely always loved her MySims character. I also love her in Sims 4. Taylor will brag about herself and her beautiful curls. Oh my god, me since getting a haircut. You're going in crumple bottom, because I can relate. Yvette is a mime, so she acts her feelings or emotions out rather than talking. Only sim that isn't given a voice, therefore she replies by miming and with ... Iconic. Get up there. Chancellor Ikara is a retired cooking show host. He's the tasty Uber sim. So again, if you reach 100% in cooking, he will turn up to your hotel the next day and ask to move in. But he is just a townie. These aren't actually commercial sims. I don't think that's that interesting of a story, so crumple bottom. Daryl, more commonly known as the amazing Daryl, is the magician and the fun Uber sim. But again, for an Uber sim, doesn't feel that exciting. They're no Hopper. Mel, the mummy. Constantly laughs at his own jokes. Spooky Uber sim. Oh, it's giving Lucky. Get up there. Love you. Normally walks in a mummy stance and groans instead of talking. I love that. Oh my goodness. Mel really committed to the bit of being spooky 100% of the time. Star is the geeky Uber sim. She is a Junin ninja from the Crescent Moon village. I'm gonna put you also in average. I'm not really rating these Uber sims. I'm actually not that impressed. I don't think I want to get 100% in all of these anymore. And then Samurai Bob is the studious Uber sim. He likes to study old samurai culture and very traditional. He wears a green samurai suit and helmet. I feel like you are slightly more interesting than the others, but Mel and Hopper take it when it comes to Uber Sims. This is Chef Watanabe. He is a sushi chef and also a commercial sim who is available from Star level 3. Honestly, love sushi. Love that we can have a sushi chef. Love that he wants a hot tub as one of his requests to keep his food in. Trevor is available at Star level 4. Even since being a kid, Trevor annoyed the hell out of me. Puts on magnificent plays. Nah, tragic clown. Straight away. I don't even have to hesitate. Professor Nova is sick. Again, another commercial sim who's available at level 4. An astronomer, astrologer, and former professor comes to town away from the big cities seeking to open an observatory. Get up there right now. And then there's Madame Zoe, a little reference to Sims 4. Obviously, if you get up in the mischief skill, you can get the voodoo doll, which is Madame Zoe's voodoo doll, I'm fairly sure, which is like a little MySims reference. Fortune-telling spiritualist. Love that. Again, she's going up here. The commercial sims are more interesting than the Uber sims. Oh, it's Master Aaron, who's available at Star level 3 and is a commercial sim who wants to bring a dojo for kickboxing. That's fun. That's a good activity to bring to the town. Not good enough for Motherload, but you're going straight into Rosebud. So there we have it. There is my global ranking of all the MySims Townies. Now, there are a few in Kingdom. We all know that Lindsay would be up there in Motherload. Princess Bubble, or whatever the hell she's called, would be like right down here. But thank you all so much for tuning in. Sorry that I had to look at some of these. I honestly wanted to record this video as well, just to remind myself of like all the townies who were available, to see who I could move in, get an idea for who I kind of wanted in my MySims town. So I hope this was helpful for you as well as hopefully entertaining. I will actually link this in the description down below. If you want to tier rank these yourselves, definitely send it over to me on Blue Sky, or if you highly disagree with some of my rankings, feel free to type an angry message down in the comments below. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for letting me just like live in my little MySims bubble for a while. We're gonna get back into like Sims 4 content more frequently. There is actually a new event starting, a wintertime event starting on Tuesday. So obviously I'm gonna be making videos about that. I appreciate you all so much, and I will speak to you all in my next one. Bye now.